Today I'm going to show you how to make the Fashion Doll Clothes and Accessories by Golden Needle Design. Begin by embroidering the design on fabric. Then tear away the stabilizer from the back and cut the design out. Cut very close to the stitching, but make sure not to cut through any of the stitches. If you don't like the look of the fabric around the outer edge, you can take a fabric marker that's the same color as your embroidery and color around the edges with it. Next, I sew the dart, and I take a stitch on each side of the dart, and I continue doing this down the length of the dart. One of the dresses has darts on the top and the bottom, and it's the strapless dress. Once I get to the top of the dart, I pull tightly on the thread, and this brings it together and makes a very nice clean seam. When I'm done, I push the needle through to the back, I knot the thread, and then I cut it. Next, it's time to sew the shoulder seams together, and I do this by using a simple whip stitch. Make sure to use the same color thread as your embroidery thread. To make the skirt, I've sewn the two ends together, and I've put in a 1/4 inch hem at the bottom. I've left an opening at the top, and I also sewed 2 lines of basting stitches around the top so that I can gather the skirt. And the gathered length should be about 4¼ inches. Turn the skirt right side out and trim the frayed threads at the top. Next, sew the top to the skirt using a simple whip stitch and the same color thread as your embroidery thread. This can also be done on your sewing machine. I finished by sewing snaps to the back of the dress. You could also use Velcro if you wanted. To make the crowns, sew them on a water-soluble stabilizer. I use 2 layers of Vilene, and don't sew these on the clear soluble stabilizer, but it almost looks woven, and then cut away the excess stabilizer. Soak these in warm water until the stabilizer disappears. Stand the crowns upright and in a circle to dry. To make the necklaces, you do the same as with the crowns, but lay them flat to dry. I wanted to show you how they close, and it's simply that the circle, you poke it through the loop and pull it tight, and that'll hold the necklace closed. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to visit www.goldenneedledesigns.com.